the best time to invest was however many years ago, right? But the second best time to invest is right damn now. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because like there's a quote that says, like, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. You know what I mean? Right. And even Einstein, who people say is like one of the smartest people to ever live, he's like, yo, the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest, right? So if you can invest in a stock and in business, whatever it is, like, yo, invest in it. If you believe in it, keep investing. Even if it dips, buy the dip, buy some more, and let it ride and let it grow and let it do what it does, man. Cause like that's what it's about. Like, yo, and as an investor, I think a lot of folks have the mindset like, yo, you're gonna buy a stock and get rich immediately, or you know what I'm saying, or buy a stock and get your, it's like, nah, fam, yo, the same way you buy and hold real estate, people should be buying and holding stocks. If you believe in it, keep it, hold it, make it bread. Now, that doesn't mean that. You said what? You know
what I'm saying? Like, you should buy it and hold it for at least 10 years, depending.
At least 10. At least 10, you know what I'm saying?
Like everything we talk about, Disney, Amazon, all of them, Nike, yeah, like you just want to buy it and hold it.
All right, yo, what is going on? Welcome to episode 3 officially of the Brick by Brick podcast. It's your man Stef here. Young G, how you doing?
Good, bro. Blessed.
You know, it's funny. I only saw the top part, so I was like, my man repping Khaled hard right now, but we are the blessed. I see that. Yeah. Where you get that from?
Covered by God. It's an online clothing brand. I think DJ Envy is part owner, but they're pretty dope. They got the, what's it called again? God versus my enemy or something like that. I can't remember, but you know, like they got a bunch of dope sweatshirts and t-shirts and all of that.
Okay,
so I've been copping a little bit.
Okay, but and I mean, I know I already asked how you doing, and I see that we the blessed, but you definitely blessed because I seen that Rolly peek out a little bit. What's up with that? Where'd that come from?
You know what you talking about, bro? It's just keep it moving.
Oh man, okay, well yeah, man. So last week's episode was crazy. We really got to, you know what I'm saying, let folks know what you know what I'm saying, how you ended up taking that vacation and kind of what led to that and what it was like on that vacation, which is crazy. And you kind of gave me some more ad libs about some wild stuff that happened. So I mean, we could discuss that a little bit later if you want, because I mean, like that's an insane story. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Bro, it's mad, like it's wild stuff that happened that I forgot about. Like even when I text you the other day, I'm like, oh man, I forgot all about this. But I don't know what I was. Oh, you know, I was watching Fear the Walking Dead, and chick put a spoon in the dude's eye, and it just reminded me of what happened. I'm like, oh damn, I forgot this happened. That's crazy. I text you.
And see, now people gonna hear that and be like, bro, how did that remind you of that? Side note, so I was a huge Walking Dead fan, and then the show kind of fell off for me for a bit, and I just stopped watching it. But I heard it got better again, and I was such a heavy Walking Dead fan. I was actually even watching Fear the Walking Dead too, and then just stopped watching that for a little bit. But how has that been?
Everything is dope. Like it never fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched that joint like 2 or 3 times. I don't even know why, but like I watched it from beginning to end like 2 or 3 times.
Talking about Fear the Walking Dead?
No, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Fear the Walking Dead. This is actually my second time watching it. I'm just watching it again because there ain't much else going on. So like at nights, I just watch it, reading a book. But I mean, I like it. Like they got a couple other spinoffs too. That's actually kind of fire.
Besides Fear the Walking Dead, really?
They got a Beyond World, I think it's called, and that ain't bad. Like it's probably 8 episodes of the first season, and it ain't bad at all.
It's really all from the Walking Dead universe and all that?
Right. Because
no way.
Yeah, because like Fear is in the West Coast.
Yeah.
Dead's in the East Coast.
Yeah.
And then Beyond World, I think it's called. There's somewhere I think in the Midwest, but they got way more structure than everyone else. Like they got helicopters, they got like a little government, they got currency that they're using, you know what I'm saying, like the US dollar. They have like a governor, but like an actual governor, not like the governor from Walking Dead, the actual governor. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, they got a bunch of guns.
Of course,
so they do everything. Like they got whole helicopters and everything.
That's why. All right, now I'm kind of tapped in. So And before we even get to the actual show, I also stopped watching it because, you know, wifey, she's scared of zombie stuff. So I was like, all right, you're a loser. So, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of stopped watching it for a bit. But I started watching season 1 with her, and she kind of got into it because I mean season one, the first couple seasons are like super crazy fire. So she actually ended up getting into it. So I'm gonna check it out. But I got sidetracked, ended up binging The Sopranos from the beginning to end, and that was fun because I had never even watched that before. Sopranos is crazy. Yeah. So yeah, man. Sopranos. Yeah, man. So this episode, last episode, we discussed some real wild stuff and kind of discussed the first bricks in the Brick by Brick podcast. Now we're going to take it to the second bricks, as well as some other, like the real estate development and investment bricks, but also different other kinds of investing. Because I mean, like we said, man, it's about transitioning from the street life to actual legit finance and business and all that, but not even just real estate. Like how can you add to your dynasty or to your legacy and build upon that brick by brick, day by day. And the way that you can do that is via investing. So we're going to cover a few different topics. So real estate investing, stocks, crypto, VC angel investing and stuff like that, and kind of get into the nitty gritty of each thing, man. So being that we are the Brick by Brick podcast, I figured it only made sense for us to start discussing real estate. So I mean, obviously, real estate to me is just I've been a real estate agent and all that for a minute, kind of building my whole team out and doing my investing thing a little bit. But and you the big dog in the game as far as investment, you know.
Not even close. I'm working on it.
We're working on it.
Brick by brick, we're gonna get there, right?
Brick, you feel me? Brick by brick. All right, you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, side, I can't even talk too much, man. But look, the project that we've been talking about in Jamaica, the couple of projects. One, I got another investor who's down for that. And I even got an architect. So I know we had that one dude, I think it's something at K&N Designs or whatever. We got that dude down there, but I got a whole other architect who does some crazy good work as well. So we got options, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's also in the works, and we might discuss that in a couple of future podcasts. But matter of fact, what's the joint you sent me today? Don't discuss nothing until it's already in motion or until it's done. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to wait on that, but we got some big stuff coming on the way for sure. All right, so we got different kinds of investing, from real estate to stocks, crypto, the whole nine, you know what I mean? But of course, there are different kinds of real estate investing. So like I said, you're the real estate big dog, and we getting there brick by brick. But like, I want you to kind of break down, well, what I know you're primarily a buy and holder, but I kind of wanted you to, before we even get to that, I wanted you to break down a bit about flipping, because everybody knows about flipping. They've been hearing about it on TV for years and all that. And a lot of folks think that that's kind of like the easiest route. And in many ways, it probably isn't the easiest route. But like, what's your breakdown on real estate flipping, or house flipping, I should say?
I don't really do flips. I did actually, I'm working on my first flip now, only because we bought the property foreclosed and the lot next door came foreclosed. And the win for us was we got that lot, so we're going to build an 8-unit or maybe 10-unit building. So we'll flip this property because it's way too big to rent, and just use that, use the funds from there and put it right into redevelopment. But flipping is basically, they're both pretty much almost, well, they're both very similar. So flipping is you buy the property distressed and you add value. You rehab it, you gut it, new electrical, plumbing, all of that, HVAC, floors, windows, bathrooms, kitchens, just redo everything. And the property's obviously worth more now. And you sell it, you make a profit, you move on to the next deal. But once you make that profit, you have to pay capital gains tax. Now, it's a lot of accountants that can get it down some, you know what I'm saying, like where you're not paying as steep an interest, but you still pay capital gains on it, right? Now, this is the difference between buy and hold. One, buy and hold, you're building generational wealth. You're having income coming in every single month. And on your refinance, you will get a big chunk of money out, but you don't pay no taxes on it. Now, so where they're similar at is you buy a distressed property, you rehab that property, and you refinance that property. Refinance is technically almost like selling, because you are able, if you do a cash out refinance, you're able to pull capital out, the same 30, 40, 50,000, but you don't pay taxes on it because the bank looks at it more as a loan, not gains. You know what I'm saying? Not capital gains.
Okay.
Which technically it is, but you put a tenant in that property and the tenant's paying that loan back regardless for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? So that's the benefit of it. And then if anything ever happens to you, you still have that property, you still have that tenant in there, and it's over years still gaining equity. So your kids, your wife, whoever, they will inherit that property and all the proceeds of that property. So that's why I more so technically focus on buying and holding.
Now I feel you, because I mean, at the end of the day, cash flow is king, and for me, like, that just makes the most sense. Like having that monthly cash flow come in on the first of the month, like, you really can't beat that. You know what I mean? On top of being able to build generational wealth, increase your equity in the property. You know what I mean? So I think that's dope too. And on top of that, I think one of the things that I respect as well is getting into these neighborhoods. Like, folks appreciate that you're taking these distressed properties and fixing them up and making their neighborhood better. Because one, I mean, like, you're not only fixing up an eyesore, but probably even increasing their property value as well. Because, you know what I'm saying, like you're making something better in the neighborhood and actually developing the property to its highest and best use. So that's what it's about, man. So besides that, now this is kind of my wheelhouse, but the next thing is short-term rentals. So short-term rentals are like what people know as Airbnbs. You know, I got my own company, Noir B&B, doing something similar for the Black community. But short-term rentals are essentially like, it's like a buy and hold property. Like, you can buy a property, fix it up however you want to do it. But instead of having a tenant that's in there for, like, they're leasing it for a year or a couple of years, however they're doing it, like they're coming in, they're staying for, I mean, sometimes you'll get a tenant or a renter or a guest for 3 months, 6 months, and people rent like that. But a lot of the time it could be 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and it's kind of like your own hotel. And that's an entire different business model in itself, because whereas having a buy and hold is consistent income, and you know exactly what you're getting every month. With short-term rentals, while it's a semi more intensive business, but before you come up with your entire process and you get it on Airbnb and we help you out with stuff like that, you're actually able to make about 7 times more on average than a typical buy and hold investment would be. So, but of course, with that 7 times return, it's almost like 7 times of work, because you got to make sure that you got the proper amenities in there. You got to make sure you got clean towels, clean linen, and whatever other kind of nice things that they might need, because I mean, like, you're treating it like a hotel. So there's that, and it requires a different level of property management, so to say. But at the same time, like, it's worth it, and it's a very big thing right now, because I mean, travel's booming and coming back. So yeah, man, very big thing to get in. And on top of that, I mean, we got with Airbnb, we have properties around the country and around the world. But what I really want to do is, of course, get some of my own and then put them on Airbnb. So I'm really, you know what I'm saying, hitting that double time. You know what I mean? So those are a couple of different forms of it. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, and short-term rental is a less expensive way to get into real estate, because if you're purchasing a property, you need, depending on your experience and the route you take, you need at least 10% down, some 120, 25, like, depending. But with short-term rentals, you 9 times out of 10 don't even have to own that property and or that apartment. You know what I'm saying? You just do a rental arbitrage, I think it's called.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, that's your way in. Like, I mean, your biggest expense would be furnishing and decorating that unit to get it on the market. But I mean, that's a lower price point to get in, and you can still make a lot more than buying and holding. And that way you can kind of stack your paper and then transition into buying rental properties and things of that nature. But I mean, it's just a way in.
Yeah, man. But the most important thing is whoever actually owns the property is letting them know, being upfront and making sure y'all got a solid agreement, so that you ain't playing no games and messing with people's money, because people don't even play with stuff like that. But I mean, I've heard stories of folks I've heard of guys getting properties, like whole beautiful houses out in, like, not Cabo, but like Cancun, and the rent out there is mad cheap. So the rent's probably like 300, 400, 500 a month, but they're able to have an agreement with the property owner. As long as that property owner is getting their cash flow, you can rent it out. on Airbnb, if it's a dope spot, you can rent that for 300, 400, 500 a night and make tons of money doing that. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a big thing too. So another part of real estate investing is like real estate investment trust. So you've got websites like Lending Club where you can put some money in, maybe a couple of $100 or however much you want to invest, and you've never seen the property and have never been to the property. You're nowhere even near the property, but the organization Lending Club and whoever they have vetting the properties and vetting the investments, they've run all the numbers, they got the property, they've done whatever fixes and repairs and whatever it is, and you put your money in and you're able to get some cash flow every month just based on whatever you're investing in. Now, it might not be a crazy amount of cash flow, but hey, putting some money to work for you and having some of that money come back is a win no matter how you do it. And that's also able to help you kind of, you know what I'm saying, snowball and get into the next thing. So yeah, man, those are a few different things that you can get into as far as real estate investing.
Wholesaling as well. I mean, it takes a lot of work. It doesn't take a whole lot of capital, but it does take a lot of work. And I mean, you would know more about that than I would. So there's a ton of work in it.
Yeah, so wholesaling now, so a lot of folks don't consider that investing, but I'm glad you said that, because I would consider it investing, because I mean, one, it's a time investment, and but also too, it's like property. First of all, in like typical investors, they don't even get access to a lot of these properties without having a wholesaler or somebody on the team to help them find those deals. So it's like, one, and if you find a deal, you can invest in it yourself and keep it and buy and hold it if you want, or you can flip it, which is kind of what we've been doing. But also too, it's like you're able to build your relationships with investors, and on top of that, most importantly, you can build a rapid amount of capital in a relatively quick time, and then take those profits and then invest them in buy and hold properties as well too. So that's a very big thing. But for those of y'all who don't know what wholesaling is, it's essentially finding a property at a discounted price, a really discounted rate, whether it be a distressed property from a owner that doesn't live in the house anymore, lives in a whole different state or somewhere, or like could be in a family, something like that, or like it's just a homeowner in a position where they need to sell the house, make some more money, and they can go on and do their thing. So it's a valuable thing to do, because one, you're getting a property for a discounted price, but also helping folks out of the situation. And really, like, that's what real estate really is. It's a people business, and it's about helping folks in whatever way that you can, man. So you find a property, yeah.
You hit it on the head. It's definitely a people business. Growing up, I didn't talk to people.
Yeah.
Wasn't like in my circle, like, what are we talking about, bro? I don't know you. Like, we got nothing to talk about. But doing what I'm doing now, I realize I'm talking to everybody. Like, Shorty always be like, yo, bro, you always talking, but I'm getting it done though. Like, somebody pull up on me. I'm standing outside talking to one of the contractors like a week ago, and like a guy pulled up on me and was asking me about my roofer. So I just gave him the information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it helps my roofer keep working, but also gives you a good deal. But it's no sweat off my back. Then we go into like a 20-minute conversation, and he manages properties for one of the biggest Section 8 companies in Baltimore. And just like that, he gave me their information. He let me know like his bid sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gave me a copy of his bid sheet. Just a 20-minute conversation from a guy I don't know just gave me a wealth of information I didn't have before. You know what I mean? So it is a people business, definitely.
Yeah, you gotta talk to people. Like, that's the name of the game, man. TTP, talk to people. You know what I mean? So, and that's what it's about: building relationships, talking to people, having those links, and then you can take that and make it something even bigger than what you even thought it was by just communicating. You know what I mean? And being of value, most importantly. So yeah, man. So wholesaling, find a property at a discount, helping a distressed homeowner. You can either keep it yourself for the deal, or sell it to your investor network. Make your bread, whether it be $5,000, $10,000 off your assignment fee, and then keep stacking your bread up, building your links up, building your sales list up, your buyers list, and take it to the next level, man. So those are a few ways that you can get involved in real estate investing. The next part of the game is stock investing. So everybody kind of knows about stocks and Wall Street and the NASDAQ and Dow Jones and all that, but stock investing is something I would recommend everybody get into. I got a nice little portfolio on my Webull account. Actually, I got a couple of notifications that I outperformed the S&P. So your boy's a beast out here. You know what I'm saying? Low key. Let me not even gas myself up too crazy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So doing my thing a little bit. But honestly, man, like, I started investing heavy. I say, or heavier, probably about a year ago, just putting like $20 here, $50 here. Like a lot of folks think that to get in the market, you got to have 5, 10, 50, 100 bands to get in the game. And that's really not true at all. Like start with whatever you got. Like, yo, whatever bread you're going to spend on a pair of kicks or whatever. I mean, yo, get your kicks. You love kicks. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got your background on that, but you know, we love kicks. But hey, instead of maybe buying that pair of Nikes, yo, buy some Nike stock. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like $170, I think, for a Nike stock. It's less than a pair of Jordans.
You feel me?
Right now, it's like $170 per stock. I mean, I remember my older cousin came to visit from Kingston like years ago. This had to have been like 2010 or 11 or something like that. And you know what I'm saying, he came by the house, and it's kicking, like he stayed over there for like a day or two. And like one morning, you know what I'm saying, like he get up early. So you know what I'm saying, like I get up and I'm getting ready to go to the office. And he was like, yo, bro, let me ask you a question. You own stocks in Nike? Or do you own part of Nike? And I'm lost. I'm like, the hell is this nigga talking about? He's like, bro, look, like all these shoes, bro, you better own some stocks. I'm like, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't even think about that. Yeah. But $100, bro.
But it's a real thing. So even for me, right? And I think this is a perfect introduction. Like a lot of folks, stock investing might be intimidating because like they don't know what stocks to buy, and everybody's talking about it right now. It's kind of confusing. But what I recommend is some game from Warren Buffett. He's like, yo, buy stocks in companies that you already support and that you already like and that you're familiar with. So for me personally, the first stock I actually got, shout out to wifey, was from Apple. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, I love Apple products, from MacBooks, iMacs, iPhones, iPad, like all that. I'm like, and I mean, I was like, yo, all right, well, why not? Like, since I already own so much of this company's products, why not invest in it and get some return on that? Because I mean, I love the business already, right? So my wife, she's a huge Disney fan. So for her birthday, I returned a favor and bought her some Disney stock as well. You know what I'm saying? To keep it all in the family. We actually got the plaques up on the wall, or got the stock certificates on the wall. But like, yeah, man. So like I saw one guy like last week, he invested his bread in Tesla stocks over the past couple of years, and the returns from his Tesla stock were able to buy him a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yeah.
Talking about that, I wanted to kick myself the other day because I'm watching Market Mondays, and 2 years ago, I should have put 10,000 on Tesla. I could have did it, but I'm focused on everything else I got going on, knowing I got to go sit down and all of that. I ain't do it. Yeah. If I dropped that 10,000 then, today, it'd have been worth $87,000 right now.
Yeah. So, but to that point, right? It's like, yo, the best time to invest was however many years ago, right? But the second best time to invest is right damn now. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because like there's a quote that says, like, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. You know what I mean? Right. And even Einstein, who people say is like one of the smartest people to ever live, he's like, yo, the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest, right? So if you can invest in a stock and in business, whatever it is, like, yo, invest in it. If you believe in it, keep investing. Even if it dips, buy the dip, buy some more, and yo, like, yo, let it ride and let it grow and let it do what it does, man. Because like that's what it's about. Like, yo, and as an investor, I think a lot of folks have the mindset like, yo, you're gonna buy a stock and get rich immediately, or you know what I'm saying, or buy a stock and get your, it's like, nah, fam, yo, the same way you buy and hold real estate, people should be buying and holding stocks. If you believe in it, keep it, hold it, make it bread. Now, that doesn't mean that. You said what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should buy it and hold it for at least 10 years, depending.
At least 10. At least 10, you know what I'm saying?
Like everything we talk about, Disney, Amazon, all of them, Nike, yeah, like you just want to buy it and hold it. Like it's gonna keep growing. Like,
let me say this before we can continue. This is not investment advice. We are not financial managers. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to help you get to the next level and plant their seed. But just for legal reasons, yeah, we got to put that out there because folks come at you like, yo, I thought you said buy this, and then they take an L, and now you liable. So now this is not investment advice, but just hear what we're saying and do what you do with it. But yeah, continue, bro.
And bro, Nike filed for virtual goods trademark. So anything in the metaverse, anything on video games, backpacks, tennis shoes, whatever. So they
Mm-hmm.
had a patent on it in the real world, and they want the patent on it in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they see what a lot of us not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, you need to buy them stocks because
Yeah.
they know what's coming.
Yep. And I mean, like, yo, we're gonna get into that as well too. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, that kind of gets into a bit of our crypto conversation. But like I was saying, man, like, yo, buy companies, start with companies that you believe in, that you know. And the next step after that is researching stocks. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, pay attention to what's happening in the market, man. Like me personally, I'm not invested in Pfizer or none of them companies. But if you invested in Pfizer or any of them other pharmaceutical companies, like, yo, your numbers probably went crazy because they made more money than they've ever made this year just off of the, you know what I'm saying, vaccines and whatever else too. So it's like, yo, yeah.
I'm sitting and I'm reading the newspaper every single day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to old dudes, like this old dude, damn, I can't remember his name right now, but he's worth a couple million, well, like legit, like no BS, no prison talk, like he really is. And so like we have like conversation about money, and I read the paper and then I pull up on them and so we talk about it. And I'm like, yo, the companies that are developing this vaccine, we need to buy into them now because they're gonna kill. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling people, but anybody really listen to me. Like I'm calling, like I'm even calling my peoples, and it's like, yeah, we can do that, but we're doing this right now, and this is important. I'm like, bro, but trust me, it's gonna pay off. Anybody listen?
Anybody listen?
And I couldn't do much from the blue phone, right?
Yeah.
Be like, yo, bro, just buy it for me. Just buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, like, yo, like it's like, look at what's happening in the world and realize, like, yo, the world is what moves markets, man. Like, yo, like if a politician say something or they ban this, cut this off, or if something happened, like, yo, think about how what you can invest in that's gonna be affected by that, and just and play that game, man, because like that's a super huge part of it, man. But a big part of it is, like you said, yo, reading the papers, reading the news, watching CNBC or all that type of different stuff, like staying in the game, keeping your head in the game, and putting your money where your knowledge is at. You know what I mean? So that's a big part of it too, man. But like, yo, investing in stocks definitely can't beat that. So also too, I mean, you got different types of investing as well. So I mean, you got options investing, which I mean, I'm not even too heavy, and I know a lot of guys who are heavy in options, but like that's kind of like day trading. And you got guys that are making hundreds a day to 5 figures, 6 figures a day just trading options. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, buy you a course, do whatever you need to do. Matter of fact, if you want to kind of practice a bit, check out babypips.com, BABYPIPS.com. You can trade like they give you like fake money to start with to kind of practice and do your thing. But like, yo, check it out, do your thing, and get in the game, because like it's tons of ways to make money doing it. I mean, from options to forex to however you want to do it, but get in the game and figure things out, man. So the new kind of stock trading is crypto, right? So everybody's hearing about Bitcoin this, Dogecoin this, but for those of y'all who don't know, man, crypto is kind of like the new form of currency, man. It's a new gold rush, and it's really like taking over the game. And the good thing about that is that it's a decentralized, so they call it DeFi, right? So it's like decentralized finance. It's kind of taking power away from the big banks and the Federal Reserve and all the governments and giving it more back to the people, in the sense of like, yo, like now you have actual control over your money, where it goes, who you get it from, who you give it to, stuff like that. And it's like, I mean, I'm not the biggest crypto dude. I'm actually getting more into it, but I mean, I got a couple of coins, a couple of Dogecoin, and a couple of stuff like that. But the market is nuts right now. So like, yo, and I mean, if you'd have gotten a Bitcoin 10 years ago and invested a couple of hundred, like you'd probably be up 6, 7, 8 figures by now, because like, I mean, like the margins are nuts right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, Bitcoin, Ethereum are huge right now. Of course, everybody heard about
right now.
So what?
Shiba going crazy right now as well.
Shiba's going nuts right now. So I saw one dude this morning. He was like, "Yo, I've been in crypto since the beginning, doing research and coming up with my investment strategy and doing this and doing that." He's like, "Yo, my mom bought bought Shiba Inu just because she likes dogs, and her portfolio outperformed his." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like we're living in an era where, so they call these like meme coins because like that's really what it is. It's like, yo, it's a meme. Folks are into it. They're pumping the coin because they like it or whatever it is, and they're able to turn up and make dumb, crazy money. Like the dude with the most Shiba Inu coins in his crypto wallet, like yo, going nuts, has already made tens of millions just off of, you know what I'm saying, selling a couple. It's like, yo, like it's damn near money out of thin air. And it sounds too good to be true in a lot of ways. And I ain't gonna front. I be kind of 50-50 on it, but it's like, yo, if you see folks winning, you like, yo, don't reinvent the wheel. Follow what they're doing because like, yo, like, it's the future and we don't want to get left behind out here. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, what's your take on crypto, bro?
I'm with it. I'm actually buying some today, to be honest with you. I'm waiting. So this morning I left out and met my brother Kevin at a property to look at out Baltimore. And he, you know what I'm saying, he said on the phone, yo, I need to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, I'm like, I bet. But you know, back in the day, I need to holler at you when I see you. It ain't something I need to be doing because if you can't talk about it on the phone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was saying, I have to show you, you know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it to you. So I'm like, I bet. So so weirdly enough, we get to the house and it's like furniture still on the porch. And pictures online, it was like furniture in the house. So I'm like, yo, somebody live here? So anyway, we knock at the door. No one answers, ring the doorbell, no one answers. So I grab the key and we open the door and go in. And as soon as I open the door, it's like a light, I'm saying like it's like a lamp on. It's like fully furnished. And it's a lamp on. And it's like incense or something burning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the house smells really good. Like a candle or something. Hold on, bro. Somebody live here. So we backed out, locked the door back, and went back out to the street. So now we talking. And he's like, yo. So like he's showing me Shiba and a couple other coins. And he said he's gonna send it to me. So he was showing me where his man, I don't remember the name of the coin now because I actually never heard of it before. But he was like, yo, his man and his brother, I think his brother, like brother put in like maybe $4,000, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember the number. Let's just say 60, right?
Yeah.
Or 80 or something like that. But his brother put in 20 grand and it's up $1 million. And like he was showing me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was showing him proof, like, yo, bro, like it ain't no BS. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, send me the information. I'm gonna do something about it later. But so I'm not in, but I'm getting in. I've been home doing everything else. So yeah, I'm getting in today for sure.
Yo, so the coin he was talking about, it wasn't Solana, was it? Might have been. All right, cool.
But like he was showing me every decimal points, every decimal point it jumps, you gain a certain amount of money. I don't remember. Like, don't give me the line to you because I'm not really all the way hip yet, but I will be soon enough.
Yeah, man. But like, man, it's a lot of great coins. I think for me, I want to invest in the meme coins because they're going crazy right now. But I think a big thing for me is like I want to invest in coins that have like utility right now, like that people can actually use. Because like for me, it's like, and they have a lot of good engineering and code behind them and have a really good team. Because it's like, yo, like those for me like are the coins that have the longer value, I guess the longer value play and the longer like viability with them. So I mean, but like, yo, meme coins are going nuts. So it's like, yo, like get in however you fit in, you know what I mean? And on top of that, too, I think a big part of it too was like, yo, have fun. And even with that, I mean, the crypto space, the coins are one thing, but you also got NFTs. So NFTs are like, NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. And with that, it's like, yo, you got people making crazy bread just off of art, you know what I'm saying? And that to me is kind of crazy because I'm like, yo, like I make art. So I'm trying to figure out now, how do I mint my own art and get them on NFT platforms and do what they do? Because I mean, like I got a couple of different series that I want to drop, but like, yo, somebody was like, yo, why would I buy, like they said, I don't want to buy a jacket for $1,000. Like, I want to buy a picture of that jacket for $1,000. And it's like, yo, that's how crazy the world we live in. It's like, bro, like the actual thing ain't even that valuable. It's like, yo, like the image or the art of it or whatever of it, like that's what's making crazy money right now. Like you got actual NFT art galleries that are popping up all over the place. It's like, yo, like this is one of the futures of things, man. So you were kind of talking about the metaverse a bit earlier. Like, yo, this is where things kind of get wild. So one of my friends actually has a company where like they build like digital like VR spaces. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually in the conversation of getting Airbnb on there, so like folks can actually travel to different Airbnb locations or travel destinations around the world. But like having that whole digital universe is the future of things that's popping right now. Man, it's like, yo, if you're not hip yet, we kind of gave you a little bit of game, but like NFTs, the metaverse, like, yo, the metaverse is so huge right now. Facebook is rebranding their name from Facebook to Meta. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how heavy, like that's heavy. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, like look, crypto coins, NFT, metaverse, get into all that because like, yo, if you don't see what's happening, you are totally missing out because like, yo, the digital world is getting as valuable, if not more valuable than the real world. And for me, it's like, I mean, you know, always take care of your shit in the real world, but don't forget, like, yo, like this whole digital shit is really about to change your game as well too, man. So like, yo, that's a big wave, man.
And even if you don't get all the way involved, just pay attention to the companies that are really making moves towards the metaverse and invest in them because they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're going to make more money than they're already making because this is a new avenue for them. Like I was saying, Nike earlier. Facebook probably, but yeah, I mean, if you know what I'm saying, even if you're not really tapped in, pay attention to who's moving where and what they're doing, because obviously they're doing it for a reason. No matter what the reason is, you know it's for a good reason for them to make more money. If they're going to make more money, invest in them because you're going to make money right with them.
Exactly. And I mean, the way I'm looking at it is, so when you were talking about how Nike's got the trademark for their virtual products or whatever, I already see that whole play because one, that to me means that, all right, so even how Facebook has their metaverse, and in the Facebook metaverse, you can literally you can dress yourself in like however you want. So for me, it's like, yo, if I like Nike and Jordans and all that in the real world, then like, yo, like my digital avatar in the metaverse is probably gonna be dressed like and look how I look. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, yo, if you got crypto coins, if you got some Shiba Inu in the metaverse, you can use some of your Shiba, buy a pair of J's, buy some Amiri jeans, buy a, you know what I'm saying, whatever shirt, you know what I'm saying, We the Blessed shirt, and like, yo, swag yourself out in the digital world the same way that you are in the actual real world. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you're not swagged out in the real world, like you can be that guy in the metaverse if you want. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I think that like it even gets even bigger because it's like, yo, if you play NBA 2K, you can pick your own kicks and whatever in that game. But now it's just getting way, way bigger than just having it on PS4 or Xbox. Now it's like, yo, you got VR. I got the VR goggles up top right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like I've been had it on deck, but like now it's like it's making things way more accessible and way more valuable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, get in the game, don't sleep, and like Big Bro said, even if you're not all the way hip, pay attention, invest in the companies that are doing that because like, yo, they're gonna make bread, you can make bread, and everybody eats, and that's the name of the game, man. So so the next kind of investing is angel / venture capital investing. So ideally, you're invested in all those different asset classes that we mentioned before, from real estate, stocks, crypto, and you ran up a crazy bag. And now that you've built your empire brick by brick, because you've been listening to us, giving you all that game, now you can invest, you can be an angel investor and a VC investor in bigger companies, right? So an angel investor, what you do is, so say somebody has a startup, they got a great idea, and it's the next Facebook, it's the next Meta, right? And they just got in the game. What you can do is you can give them 15, 20, 100, however many bands, or if you got a group of investors, invest 500 $1 million bands into their company, and if it lights up, that company becomes $1 billion company, and then now because you got that, because you've been invested in that, now you can become a billionaire or 100 or multi-millionaire, right? So perfect example. So Nas, right? Nas is actually an angel investor. He's invested in I'm sure all y'all done heard of the Ring device, where like, you know, it's a camera for your doorbell and all security stuff. So like he invested in that. Now he's up crazy, damn near millionaire off that. And like that's just one of the. I think he's also invested in Lyft or Uber, one of them. But it's like, yo, you see what's happening in the game, see what has potential. If you got the bread behind you or you got it with you, invested in those companies, and that'll help you light up even bigger and crazier than you would have normally. You know what I mean? So venture capital, angel investing. Matter of fact, yo, shout out to you because you're actually an angel investor in my company. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? So
And we
yeah,
gonna
man.
blow.
Oh, you already
And
know. You know what I mean? You
but
already know,
like,
man.
Kobe invested $6 million in 2014 in
Yep.
body armor,
Body armor.
and
Mm-hmm.
Coca-Cola about to buy him. So off his $6 million 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 years ago. He gonna look at making well, his
800.
wife 800 million, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's real.
Yep.
But
And
that's
yeah.
the next thing too with investing. Know what you're putting your money in. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're going into real estate, learn the game properly. If you're going into the stock market, learn the game. You know what I'm saying? Like learn from my mistakes. Like dudes just come to me and be like, yo, bro, I got this dope idea to all right, cool. How much you need? When am I get back? All right, cool. When? Bro, I've never seen that money back. None of those times I've done that, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't know nothing about your business. I'm not involved in your business at all. Like I don't know anything. But like when you're getting ready to invest, study and learn what you're putting your money in and what that whole company is about. I mean, what's the return on your money? I just knew I was giving somebody some bread. They needed help. I'm gonna help them, and I'm gonna make money on my money. Yeah, I never made a dollar. I never seen that money again. I ain't never make a dollar.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it goes back to what we were saying in the beginning too. Was like, yo, not only should you invest in companies that you know and believe in, but once you've done that and gotten your feet wet, do your research, educate yourself, and figure. And if somebody comes with an idea and you're not familiar with it, like, yo, you could either tell them nah, or be like, yo, hold on a bit, let me do my research. Or at that point, you might even have a team under you who knows more about that than you do, and y'all could discuss it and whatever it out, figure out the paperwork and the agreement and however you want to do it. But like, it's like you said, man, like don't jump in the game and drop bread on stuff that you have no idea about. So even like we were talking about with the crypto coins and all, like, yo, y'all need to be on Google, wherever, and yo, researching and getting your mind right and figuring out, okay, how do I get in? How do I invest? How do I get on and do your whole thing, man? So, and side note, I'm just call it's all kind of in line anyway. If you want to invest in these things, like, yo, download Coinbase for the crypto. You can also, I mean, like you can even invest with Cash App. I know all of y'all got Cash App. You can invest in crypto with Cash App. You could also check out Robinhood. I know some folks kind of iffy on Robinhood after the whole GameStop AMC thing, but like, yo, you can still buy stocks and crypto there. And it's like, yeah, I mean, like, yo, get in the game, put up 10, 15, 50, 100, however you want to get in the game, test it out. And like, yo, just keep adding money to your portfolio and like, yo, let it sit, let it build, let it grow, and do what you need to do, man. So I think, what else did I want to add to that? I think that might be it, man. But like, yo, I mean, like we could talk about investment all day, but like, yo, real estate, stocks, crypto, angel investing, and it's mad things that go into all of those things. And you can, I mean, you got at least 4 options as far as all those things that we just mentioned as well. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, get in the game. And yo, something that you always told me was like, yo, scared money don't make money. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? It don't make money.
Don't never get in the game, bro. You ain't gonna score no buckets. How you gonna score from the bench?
Exactly. I mean, yo,
sideline. You got to get in there and get it done.
Yo, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Where the lie at?
Where the lie at? You know what I mean? So that's what it's about, man. Like, yo, scare money, don't make money. Get in the game, research, because like, yo, this is how generational wealth is built. And on a serious note, as far as Black folks go, man, like, yo, the wealth gap between us and other communities is massive because in many ways, we just don't trust things. We're kind of wary of things. We're kind of anxious about things. And like, yo, like you cannot be that way. Yeah. Like, yo, like, and matter of fact, I don't know if you sent me this or if I seen it somewhere else, but like, yo, in crypto makes it so it's like, yo, it's about trustworthy peer-to-peer finance and investing and sharing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like, that's what it's about, man. Get in the game, invest your money, with companies that you believe in, people you believe in, businesses you believe in, and like, yo, reap the returns. And yo, will you take a L? That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all part of the game.
As long as you learn from that L, you just keep
it's
moving.
not a loss. It's not a loss.
Never
You know
lost.
what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, invest, jump off the porch, stop being scared, put your money where your mouth is. And like, yo, the money that you would have spent on a bottle at the club or on whatever, that's not going to give you no ROI besides for maybe that night, yo. And here's the thing: we're not saying don't ever do that. Like you gotta live life and enjoy your victories. But same time, like, yo, take that bread, put it in crypto, stocks, real estate, whatever you want to do, and let it grow. Because like, yo, you're gonna need something. Mom's gonna need something. Your kids gonna need something. Your grandkids gonna need something, and you gotta leave them something solid behind to, you know what I'm saying, to do what it do, man. So,
hey, but you know, I stopped going out to the club. Well, I was never really the party dude, but I used to go out and then we'll get a table, not because, oh, we're balling, but it was more so I like my personal space and I like to just get a cut. Yep. But then I'm looking around and I'm like, and even me personally as well, right? I'm looking around and I'm like, what are all these dudes celebrating? Like, we in here popping off, but what are we celebrating? Failures? Because I pulled up in the club on a Thursday night. I ain't getting nothing done that day. Yeah. So what am I celebrating? The failure of getting nothing done? Like, bro, if you're not really making major moves, what are we out celebrating? So instead of being out celebrating, let's start getting things done. Yep. And when we hit a milestone, we celebrate. But until then, what are we doing it for? The ladies grinding. Say we got it. Nah, bro. Like, we're celebrating failures. Like, if you ain't accomplished nothing worthwhile for that day, you should not be out popping bottles, respectfully.
And that's why I said, like, yo, you've got to celebrate your victories, but don't be out just for no reason, because like, yo, you're losing. It feels good, that instant gratification, but the name of the game, 2 words, man. Delayed gratification, B. You got to delay your gratification, man. Like, yo, everybody's living the McDonald's life, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, you gotta have your steak and your veggies and all the real food that's gonna last you and stick to your ribs. You know what I'm saying? So enough analogy, but like, yo, work hard, grind. When you get that money, make that money work for you. And to the point about Kobe, man, $6 million in the body armor. He knew about that business. He knew about, like, yo, beverages for athletes. He's one of the most epic athletes of all time. But, yo, sadly, he's gone. But that investment he made years ago is going to feed his kids, his wife, his grandkids, and like, yo, for mad generations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, yeah.
Bro, he 200 million off of Billy, son, off a $6 million investment. Like, let's really think about it. And like, that's what I be saying, bro. I be saying this to dudes that's outside or that's been outside. I'm like, bro, we've done worse for less. You know what I'm saying? So like, that game's rigged. So why are we still playing it? Like, look what they doing over here. Like, this where they win at. Yeah. Every single time. Like, that's where they win at.
And like, yo, I don't know if folks know this, but $1 billion is 1,000 million, right? Imagine you invest $6 and get 1,000 back or get 800 back. Like, that's nuts. You know what I mean? But like that's what's possible if you, honestly, even if you invested $6 in Dogecoin or something off of, yo, I'm messing around, that would have probably went crazy. On Shiba Inu, that probably would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, be smart. Don't kick yourself in the ass years later. Yo, invest now. And we'll, like I said before, man, it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. You feel what I'm saying? So like, yo, invest, generational wealth. And matter of fact, yo, another thing too, I mean, like, yeah.
Yo, how long did Kobe play ball? I mean, I'm not a big sports guy.
About like 17, 18 years.
Okay. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, his contracts from the NBA was 300-something million over those 18 years. Yep. He put 6 million and left it for 7 years, bro.
And it
And
turned
got
up.
almost a Billy, son.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't had to shoot no jumpers. He ain't had to work out.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even had to roll over if he ain't want to.
Yeah.
Like,
And it
it's
turned
real,
up.
man. It's real.
And I mean, even besides just Kobe, look at Jordan, right? So Jordan he got in the NBA in 1985, and he made money as an NBA player. But the salaries back then were not as crazy as they are right now. So in modern standards, he actually didn't really make no bread as a basketball player, but his ownership in the Jordan brand and having that equity. Now granted, that wasn't an investment, but his equity in that brand made him a billionaire. And equity equity is ownership. But when you invest in businesses, you get equity and you have ownership, and that's what really helps turn you up. Even LeBron, right? So LeBron is in an era where he's making crazy bread, but he's also investing in companies and in startups. Kevin Durant, same thing. They're investing in startups and making crazy bread. So I'm trying to tell you, this is not even the future. People have been investing in having ownership for years, and that's why they're wealthy. But for a lot of you cats right now, this is why we started this podcast, man. Brick by brick, to help you with whether you in the street, you making music, you got a regular day job, and you just working and grinding. This is for all y'all listening. Take that bread and invest it. And damn near invest it first. When you get your check, make sure all your bills and all that's taken care of course. But take some of that bread, be disciplined, and invest it in whether it be real estate, getting that brick and mortar home, because people are always going to need homes to live in. So smart play with that. Stock market ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Invest in that. Crypto is here to stay. We see it. Crypto, NFTs, they are here to stay. So do that. And when you get that real bag and you see another wave coming, be that VC, be that angel, put up a bag and run it up even further, man. So that's what it's about. Changing the game.
But the richest man in Babylon, it said that in the book. It said put 10% away in the savings and keep 10% away. And when you saved enough and studied enough, then you either invest in something you know about, or you invest with someone that knows the field that you're investing in. Your money's gonna grow every single time.
Yep. And matter of fact, you know what? That might actually, I'm glad you said that, my G, because that is probably gonna that's probably gonna help us actually with our because I did want to add a book recommendation segment of the show as well too. But
I swear I did.
See, great minds, you know what I mean? But The Richest Man in Babylon changed my life, because to add to what you said, a lot of folks think, damn, I ain't got 10% to stack and whatever. It's when you actually put that into practice, the book even says it, and I've experienced it. When you put that 10% aside, you think it'll hit you, but it actually don't. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So if you make $100, put aside 10. You make 10, put aside $1. However you do it, put 10% aside, stack it, keep stacking it, and if not studying yourself, link with folks who know what they're doing, that you trust, who are actually in the game and getting real results. Invest with them, and keep running it up, man. And that's the name of the game, and what we on right now, man. So big bro, anything else you want to add?
Nah, just make sure you read the book. And if you don't read the book, bruh, go on YouTube, type in The Richest Man in Babylon. The audiobook is on there. I listen to the audiobook once a year. Reason being, sometimes I don't have the time to sit down and read the book. Yeah. But I love the audiobook, especially the one on YouTube, because it's narrated with different characters. So it's wild entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It's wild entertaining. So, bro, while you boom, you know what I'm saying? While you driving in your car, while you running, you working out, while you at your desk at work, whatever you doing, bro, you on the back of the trash truck, you're driving the 18-wheeler, whatever you're doing, bro, put it on, listen to it. It's going to give you game for days and days and days.
And it's this is ancient, old school, biblical game. You know, I'm
still relevant as hell.
Money has been around a long time. Investing has been around a long, this ain't no new game. It might look different, but the game don't change. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, invest, stack that bread, play it. And most importantly, man, like, yo, what this is about and why I say delayed gratification is because it's all about the long game, man. Like you see cats out here balling for 6 months, a year, maybe 2-3 years. But like after a while, like a lot of that disappears. Like, yo, if you want to really ball out, like, yo, the game is about being a baller when you're 60, 70, 80, 90. And when you're gone, your kids are still paid and things are still taken care of. And ain't nothing changed because like, yo, like it's not cool to ball for a couple of years and then
a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of dudes do in the street. Like they're running up crazy and they you know what I'm saying, they hot for 2 summers.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. And then they gone.
Nah.
And they come back, gotta start over. Bro, ain't no going away no more, son. Ain't no none of that. Like everything, like if you invest your money right, it's all legit. And it's the same hustle. Like you buy a brick for 10 or 20. I don't know what your numbers are, but you buy a brick for 10. So you invest $10,000. Transportation, let's say you invest $14,000 total, and it's fire. You may put an 1/8 cut on it, so that's an extra $5,000. You sell it all off for $45,000. You made $35,000 profit. That's you investing $10,000 to make $35,000. Or you break it down. I mean, I've heard dudes say they make 100. I don't know. That ain't my business. I've never done that, so I can't speak for it, right?
Yeah.
But it's investing in itself, regardless. You put $10,000 on Tesla. You let that thing ride. Instead of getting back a $35,000 profit, you're getting $75,000 profit. All legit paper. You're looking over your shoulder. You ain't stressing it. You ain't doing nothing. And I mean, that's 2 years. Bro, you ain't had to get up to make that. Like you have the money, you invest it, you let it bubble. It's going to bubble every time.
That's the name of the game, man. So like, yo, there you go from Big G himself, brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man. So like, yo, man, this is episode 3 officially. And man, anything else you want to add to the folks, man?
Read that book.
Yo, richest man
in Babylon.
Richest man in Babylon, man. Literally changed my life. Yeah.
Audio book, whatever. Check it out.
Yeah, man.
The best way to start because it breaks it all down in the simplest form. You save a little bit, you keep saving a little bit more. You learn what you're investing in, and then you put your money up.
Yep.
Your money work. And I mean, it's kind of weird certain spots because it's like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an old book. So it calls your money slaves.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not all super emotional. It's kind of, I mean, but it's like, yo, you send your little slaves out to work and they bring more back. So you send your money out to work and it's going to come back with more money. But you have to get to a point where we stop trading our time for money and we stop working for money and saving our money and then having our money work for us. Your life will change.
And that's how you really live life, man. Like when your investments are paying you and you ain't got to go work for it. And you got money coming in, you on the beach in Jamaica sipping a rum punch. Like, yeah, that's the vibe. That's what motivates me.
That's the play right there.
You feel me? So, yo.
Even if you just free your time up to figure out how to go make more money. You know what I mean? Like, you have more time. You're not stressing about getting up and going into the office and building someone else's dream. You now have the time to read and educate yourself more, go meet with more people, get more information, better ways to invest, different things to invest in. Like, you have the time to do that now. So yeah, you can travel, but you can also be making money while you're traveling.
Exactly.
And the goal is to make money in your sleep.
Yep. And I think that's a great point too, because it's like, yo, like when you're not stressing and worrying about money and where it's coming from, like, yo, it frees you up to be more creative. You can think, come up with ideas, connect with folks, be here, be there, and that compounds and brings in even more money, man. And like, that's what we're trying to help y'all do, help ourselves do as well. And I'm saying, keep growing and keep building. And like, yo, while we building, we hope y'all listening and y'all building and just taking it to the next level. And like, that's what it's about, man. So like, yo, episode 3, brick by brick. My name is Stef.
Greg. Let's go, y'all. Get it.
Let's get it, man. It's out here for all of it. And yo, listen, man. Last thing I want to add is like, yo, stop having a scarcity mindset, because everybody eats. Like Ace said, you know what I'm saying? Everybody eats, and there's enough room for all of us to eat. Everybody can be what they want to be, live how they want to live, be great, because like, yo, man, the Most High and put us here to suffer and struggle. Like, yo, put us here to be our best selves and live life and enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? And like part of that is like being wealthy as well, man. So like, yo, build wealth, get money, invest it, take care of your family, take care of your business. And like, yo, that's all I gotta say, man. Much love and yo, appreciate y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.